Hey everybody, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome to a new episode of Core Space. In this episode, I'm going to be running a scenario called Salvage Run. This is basically a sort of semi-abandoned space station. There are civilians on it. The Purge are around. They get called by noise. I've got 4 civilians. 1, 2, 3, 4. The scenario calls for 3, but let me explain. Normally this game is played with an opponent. You can play solo, but if you play against an opponent, you've basically got twice as many guns that are going to be dealing damage to the Purge and maybe civilians if they're shooting at you. The civilians are sort of meant to draw attention away from you by the Purge. And so I posted a comment that, the games were kind of hard. You really didn't have a lot of time to get in and grab things and get out before the Purge just overwhelmed you. And somebody recommended that you, increase the number of civilians, so I did that by 1. They also recommended that you add in another expansion of core space, which is either the gangers, which is gangs that cause trouble, or the galactic core, which is sort of like the police force of core space. I don't have the gangers painted up, but I do the core space galactic core, so I am adding them in. Now, unfortunately, on the hostility tracker, they don't start arriving until late in the game. So if you bug out early, you may never even see them. But once they start showing, if they spot an incapacitated captain or crew member, they will arrest you, and that's an out-of-game experience where something bad could happen. You have to bail them out, or they just get a life sentence, or you never know what's going to happen. It's all in the book. So I have added the Galactic Core because once they arrive, they'll also start shooting at the Purge as well. So that could help. All right, in this mission, there are 2 objectives. First objective is basically just search the place and try to grab whatever you can. I've got 4 large crates. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have randomized the items and put them in there. If you watch at the end of this video, I'm going to use a time lapse or add a time lapse of the setup of this. And if you look carefully, you'll see me pulling tokens out of this bag. I pull enough to load up the cargo crates according to what the scenario calls for. It calls for 3 in each of the small crates and 2 in the big ones. And also in the big ones, you get 1 each. In each, you'll have 1 large token. So here's a character sheet. There's a large token right there versus, here's another character sheet, versus a small. And of course, this is how much stuff you can carry. So you could carry 4 smalls or 2 bigs, or a big and 2 smalls. So you gotta weigh what you're going to be carrying into a battle. Now, speaking of the character sheets, I am taking my guys in empty-handed except for 1 weapon. Normally, I have enough stuff to give them like med kits and things like that, but I'm sending them empty because the idea here is to loot these crates and get out. And if you don't have any space, you can't take anything. I also have a 3rd crew member called Mac. He's a robot. This scenario allows for up to 3 crew members. So I'm taking 3 crew members to on this mission. They have skills. I have not been using my skill points, which are these purple right here. They have a certain number of skill points, 2, and the other ones have 2 and 1. And those can give you some special abilities, and I haven't been using those. So I'm going to try to remember to use them because they can change the direction of a game really, really quick. I also have my Purge ready to go. What else do I need? The hostility tracker is at level 3 right now, so no Purge will be arriving for just a little bit. A reminder that each turn, the first time a character shoots, you take an ammo clip and put it in the hostility tracker because the noise will ramp up the hostility tracker and draw the Purge much faster. There's another objective right here on the center console. If you hack this console, which takes 1 turn or 1 action, you get this token, which is worth 3 credits. All right, I am ready to go. If I forget anything, I will certainly bring it up during the game. The first thing you do when a game starts is you put a token in the hostility tracker and you draw an event card. I have shuffled these and I am in relaxed mode. Malfunction. Nearest Purge suffers a catastrophic failure. There are no Purge right now, so that card goes away. That would have been nice later in the game, but oh well. All right, my turn. This is all about grabbing stuff, so I'm getting in and getting out. Captain is going to enter and go towards the big crate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's almost there. Quell is going to go see what's through this door. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And Mac is also going to... I'm going to keep... Do I want to keep Mac near the captain or Quill? I'm going to keep him near the captain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that is it for the character turns. Now we do the purge. There are no purge. I'm in relaxed mode, so I've got one more turn. On the next turn, they will start appearing, possibly. Now I roll for the civilians. That uses a random die, and I'll be consulting this table right here. Depending on the face of the die, it'll tell me what they do. And let's roll the first one. I'm going to start at 12 o'clock and go clockwise whenever I'm rolling for purge or civilians. So here's the civilian right here. Let's see what he does. I rolled a 5, which is move towards the nearest unengaged traitor. If you reach them, you may swap. Well, he can swap with Quell. Now, how do you know what he has? Well, all right, so you reach in here. Now, here's the problem. My characters are carrying light, so they have nothing to swap. So I just want to see what this guy has. He has a health pack. So I'm going to place that with here. I don't have anything to trade for it, but if that civilian should get killed, and I'm not going to do it, but if a purge should kill him, he will drop that item and I could pick it up. All right, let's go with this civilian. 4, which is join the crew of the closest traitor in short range. There are no traitors in short range. Otherwise, you move in a random direction. The random direction is this way. When he hits a wall, I always say they follow the wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this civilian. That is a 5, which is a trade, but there's no traitors, so roll in a random direction, which is this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally, this one right here. He is a 4, which is join the crew of the closest traitor or move in a random direction. Random direction is that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That would have been nice to have him join my crew because then you can give them orders and have them do things. And then you don't have to. You can decide if you want to keep them at the end of the game as a crew member or let them go. Unfortunately, you don't get whatever they have. You don't get to keep. So it's best not to give them things. All right, that is it for the civilian phase. It is now my turn, or back to the start of the turn. I put a peg in the hostility tracker. We are now in guarded, so I will roll on the purge turn. I'll roll to see if any show up. It is now do an event card. I'm in guarded. Scan the area. The nearby area looks like a good spot for looting. You scan your surroundings for salvage. Each player can choose one character. Draw 2 items from the pouch and place them anywhere within short range. Cool. So the way you do that is you always draw the small tokens, not the big ones, by the way. So I'll reach in here and draw. Who am I gonna? I'm gonna have. I got the captain and Mac and Quill. I'm gonna have them drop the items in here because on their exit maybe they want to pick something up. All right, so let's draw 1 and 2. The first one is, what is that? A grenade? Grenade, frag grenade. I'll put that right here. And the other one is combat axe. I'll put that right there. All right, those don't appeal to me right now. All right, so event card. All right, so now it's my turn. So I'm going to choose Mac to move and inspect. So he moves. He's going to look in here. And basically, you just open it up and you see what's in there. There is a rare mayhem gun, chemical gun. Yeah, I'm taking that. Why am I taking that? Because it's rare. Rare items are always, you can sell them for a lot more money or they're more powerful. Unfortunately, this one, you have to be close range, but you can use 5 dice. That's a killer gun. So I'm going to take it for Mac. He may trade it later. What else do we have in here? We have an Outland pistol. What is this? Shield pod. I don't even know what that is. Sounds cool. Shield pod. I'm going to take that. So he'll take that for his, he can't because he already took, no, he can. His first action was to search, and you can automatically put 1 item in your backpack. Second action is he's going to take that, and then the other one is a knife, which I don't really care about. Captain is going to make a run for this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going for the big crate on his next turn, not the small one. All right, so moved. Quell. Quell is going to go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to search this one. Let's see what's in here. There's only 2. Oops, I must have missed one. An ammo clip. And what is this? Sniper rifle. Ooh, I like that. I'm taking the sniper rifle. Now, Quell is totally loaded up. He can't take any more. He's got 2 big guns, so that's it. By the way, you have to put... I don't think the rules state this, but you have to decide which is the primary weapon because it takes an action to switch out weapons. So the way I do it is I always put the weapon they're going to use on the left. So this is the weapon he's using. And I don't know if you can see this, but there's 3 circles for a weapon. The first is how many dice you roll for close range, medium range, and the third circle is for long range. So this weapon has no long range ability. But this one, you can roll 3 dice for long range. And long range, just so you know, they're short. Medium is this entire thing. Long range is anything beyond this. So as long as they're beyond that, I could use that long range sniper rifle. But I'm not activating that as his primary weapon. All right, so he moved and he searched. So that's the end of my turn. It is now purge. So the way this works is you look at the hostility tracker and it tells me there's a chance that harvesters will arrive and you roll the black die. Now, the black die has blank, 1, or 2, and that tells you how many arrive. So let's roll it. I rolled a blank, so no harvesters arrive this turn, which is good. Now it's the civilian's turn, and again I'm going to go start up here. I rolled a 1, which is move in a random direction. Move that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is a 2. Make an assault action against closest target. Ooh. Make assault action. So he would hit 1, 2, 3. So he's going to move, and he will hit. He only gets one die, and of course I rolled 1. So Captain took a hit. Does he have any armor? He has no armor, so he took a hit. That's not cool. All right. And then it says, then move twice in a random direction. Okay, so he took the hit, and then he's going to roll. He's going to go, well, he wants to go that direction, so he'd have to go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and another random direction, which is this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cheap shot. All right, this civilian right here rolled a live 1. This is interesting. When you get up into level 5 on the hostility tracker, which is charge, which is when the galactic core can arrive, there's also a chance a civilian can throw off his clothes or cloak and reveal himself to be a live 1, which is the most dangerous enemy in the purge. But until that hostility tracker, you just ignore that. They don't do anything. So he doesn't do anything. This guy right here, I rolled the eyeball, which is move into cover. He would probably move over here to this desk for cover. I would. All right. That is it for the civilians. It is now my turn. I add a peg, and I read an event card. I am in guarded. Lockout. You were locked out of all systems. Doors remain in their current state, but may not be opened or closed, and no online systems may be interacted with until the end of the round. Okay, so doors are locked for a bit. Ooh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's not good. So the captain he's locked in this room. So he's going to move here and open this crate. Let's see what's in here. I've got a combat rifle custom. He may take that. I've got ammo clip. What is that? Sensor goggles. I have no idea what those are. And a Havoc pistol. Ooh, which is a rare Havoc pistol. Chemical. Rare. 4 dice. I cannot ignore that. Although this is pretty good too. So he moved. He can automatically add in this combat rifle, which I want. And he's going to leave the Havoc pistol, which somebody's got to grab that. Somebody's got to get that. That is too good. It's a rare item. All right, so he moved and he searched. So he's done. Mac, he could, well, this is open. I trained. It says all doors remain. I treat some doors as always open and some as closed. Like this one right here. Where can you see one that's closed? Like I'm looking right there. That's a closed door. So it will remain closed. So Quell is sort of locked out. So this one's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Mac, you need to get that gun and hack that terminal. Quell, I mean, you know what Quell can do? He'll move to the door, which is right here. 1, 2, 3. So he can't move through the door; it's locked. But he'll perform a search. So you do the same thing. You just pick a random token, and you place it in the room. This is a flak jacket. Yeah, I want that. Oh man, he doesn't have enough room. This is the problem. That flak jacket provides defense, which the captain can wear. So I may have to remind the captain to go get it. All right, that is it for the player turns. Purge. I am in guarded, so I roll 1 die to see if any purge show up. None. This is turning out good. Now the civilians. Let's roll for that civilian up there. I rolled a 1. He moves in a random direction, which is this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That civilian. What is that? Move towards nearest trader and swap items. He'll move towards Mac. Mac does have a few items to trade, so let's see what this guy has. So basically you do it again. You search. You pull out something random in the core container here. He has a Outland pistol. You don't want your civilians having weapons because they could use them against you. So he has a weapon, but I'm not going to trade. I'm not going to trade for that. This civilian rolled a 4. Join the crew of the closest. Nothing. Or move in a random direction. He's going to move this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this guy right here rolled a live 1, so he does nothing. That is the end of that round. We add a peg. I didn't fire any shots. Remember, when you fire a shot, you put that first peg in the hostility tracker. So I haven't fired yet. And then I draw an event card. Guarded. Heads up. Each player takes an event card. They should read their cards and then return them to the deck in the same order. Players can decide whether to reveal or keep classified. I'm not going to play that. That would basically allow me to take this, read it, and put it back, but I'll just read it on the next turn. I can't change the order of it, so it doesn't matter. All right, so my turn. So Captain is full. Let's get him out of here. Or do I want to search? The doors are unlocked now, so they can move through. All right, do I want to keep searching? I've got a full load, so it's time to bug out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so he's heading out. Mac is going to go 1, 2, 3. He's going to pick up the pistol. That's all. Yeah, and you know what? He'll swap the pistol for the 2.2 that he has in his hand. He took this from the crew, but I'm leaving it on the station. I'm just not concerned about it. That Magnum pistol is pretty stinking good. On his next turn, he'll hack the terminal. So he moved and he swapped. So that was his action. Quell, there is a big crate down here that I have not searched. And there are really no purge, so I've got a little bit of time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a door right here. You can't see it, or maybe you can. There's a door right there which goes to here. All right, so Captain moved, Mac moved, Quell moved. That is the end of that. Now it's time for the purge. I roll to see if any purge show up. None. This has been a pretty easy game so far, knock on wood, because that's going to come back to bite me. All right, civilians. Let's see what he does. I rolled a 3, which is move into cover. So he would go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to hide behind this thing. This guy has a weapon, a live one, so he does nothing. This one 4, which is join crew of closest crater. There is nothing in line of sight. And then, random direction. He's going to move this way 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that guy, 1 in a random move in a random direction. He moves this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's the end of that. No purge showed up for 3 straight rounds. Although on this one, they're going to automatically probably show up. Not automatically, but you'll see. All right, into that, I put a peg in. We are now in watch your back mode, which means harvesters and devastators can show up. You still roll randomly to see. All right, and an event card. I am in watch your back. Med support. Each player may restore 2 ammo or 2 health to a single trader. Well, none of my guys have taken any damage. That could have come in handy later in the game. So my turn. So the captain is booking it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. He wants that flak vest. 1, 2, 3, 3. And he will pick it up as an action and swap it with... Well, he doesn't have... So the way the rules state is he's got a full backpack. You have to pick something up and put it in your backpack, and if you don't have room, you drop the item. So on my next turn, he can take the backpack, wear it, and then pick up the item. So basically, he's sort of just standing there for a little bit. So I cannot put the flak jacket on except for a turn. He moved, and he picked up. So those are his 2 actions. Quell. Let's go, Quell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is in front of this big crate. So on the next turn, we'll see what that is. Mac is going to spend an action to hack the terminal, and then he will move. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's bugging out. And that's it for my turn. Let's see how many harvesters show up. 1. And he shows up at position number 3. 1, 2, 3. Up here. Devastators. Please don't roll high. No devastators show up. All right, that's good. He sees my captain. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not close enough to... He only gets 1 action, not 2, so he can only move 4 inches. So he sees the captain, but he can't do anything. That's the only purge that showed up. So it is now my turn. I put a peg in, and I draw an event card. I am still in watch your back. React. The nearest harvester to a trader makes a move action. He moves. All right, so now my captain either has to fight him because if the captain runs, he gets an opportunity attack. So this will force the captain to have to fight him as an action, which takes away another action, which means I can only wear the vest or pick up the weapon on that turn if I defeat the harvester. All right, so I did the event card. I did this. My turn. Let's deal with the captain. All right, the captain is in close hand-to-hand combat. He has nothing weapon-wise. Well, he does have a... He can't fire his weapon because he's in hand-to-hand. So this is like a hand-to-hand fight. So you would roll 1 die. So I just need 1 star. And I didn't get it. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to burn a skill because the captain does have a skill that says, Kata, when making a close assault attack, add 2 dice. So I will burn that, and I will add 2 dice to that roll, which would have been these 2. I should have done that. I should have decided to do that to guarantee it, but I forgot. All right, so I did. So I destroyed that harvester. All right, so the captain fought and defeated. So on this turn, he's going to put the flak vest on. So he still needs to pick up that weapon on his next turn. Mac is going to book it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has no slots left, so he can't pick up... Well, no, he can't pick up anything. Quell is going to... Did I do 8? Yeah. Quell is going to pick up this crate and see what's in there. There is a machine rifle. Ooh, that looks nice. He has a Outland pistol. What is this? Flak jacket. That's. I hate to turn that away because they're expensive. How much does that cost? 11 credits. But I have no room to take it, and I really want the weapons. All right. So that is his turn. So all of my turns are gone. It is now purge time. Let's roll for harvesters. See how many show up. None. How many devastators? 2. All right. And the first one shows up at position number 2, which is over here. And the second one shows up at position number 4, which is 1, 2, 3, over here. The Devastators have an unusual ability. They do a linked action. So most characters can move and fire, which is 2 actions, but they have to do the same action. So they can either move twice or fire twice. Now, it just so happens the closest target is a civilian, and he sees him, so he is going to fire. Unfortunately for that poor civilian, he gets 3 dice on his fire attack, and it only takes 1 to kill the civilian. And that's enough. So poor civilian is toast. Now his second fire action, he can see Mac, but Mac's in cover, so that reduces 1 hit. So let's see what happens. I rolled 3 hits. 1 goes away, so Mac takes 2 hits. So he's down to 2 health. He loses 2 hit points. That really hurt. All right, so he took his shot at this guy. Let's do this one. He's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh boy, the captain's on the other side of that door. All right, let's see. That is the Purge and civilians. All right, so we've got a civilian that died. Let's do this civilian. Although this guy can see him, but he's not within 4 inches. He's going to do his eyeball, which is move into cover. Absolutely, he would move into cover. He'll move over here. This civilian right here does a live one, so nothing. And this one does a make assault against closest target. There's no enemies. This is a civilian, so he wouldn't do it. And then so move in a random direction, which is this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it for the civilians. It is now my turn. By the way, I took a shot. Didn't I take a shot? No, I didn't take a shot. They did. So I don't need to put a bullet up here. It is now my turn. I put a peg in on the event card. I am in Watch Your Back. Quake. Unexpected seismic shift. All characters not in contact with a wall are knocked prone. Basically what that means is you have to spend an action to stand up. So no wall. He's in contact with a wall. I'm not going to make him do it. And then this guy's not in contact with a wall. So he's down. He's down. It is my turn. All right. I want Mac out of danger. He's down to 2 health. So he's got the objective. He is booking it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's on the ship and he is safe. Quell's going to book it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have to go around civilians. You can't go through them. Captain picks up his weapon. That's action 1. Action 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to stay in cover between this guy over here. All right, that is it for my guys. They are heading for the hills. Let's roll for harvesters. There's 1, and they show up at number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5's down here. And how many devastators? 2. First one shows up at position 5. And second one shows up at position number 6, which is near this poor civilian. Oops. All right. So the Purge, let's deal with this one. He's going to shoot at that civilian. So 3 dice, all he needs is 1 hit. And he did. He got 1. And these exclamations, 2 of those for a player character and your weapon jams, but it doesn't happen to the Purge. So he killed that civilian. He doesn't move because his actions are linked. He fired once and there's no other target, so he just sits there. This one sees the captain. So obviously he's going to fire. He will fire once. Let me see what the captain has action-wise, skill-wise, before I go doing this, because I always forget to use my skills, so I want to use them. Captain has level 3. Make a ranged attack at medium range, even if you have moved. This attack does not roll any dice. It scores 1 hit. That doesn't help. because he has 1 armor, so that 1 hit would not get through the armor. It's good for destroying the well, that doesn't make sense. It scores 1 automatic hit. This attack does not roll any dice. It scores 1 automatic hit, ignoring cover. Characters to be using just not great. Okay, that's not going to help. All right, so what's his next skill? Marksman, make a ranged attack. He's level 1, so I could make a ranged attack before he fires, and I can do that. You can burn the skills at any time. So I'm going to choose to do it right now. I'm going to make a ranged attack. His weapon is a you know what? I forgot. I'm not cheating here. I'm putting his correct weapon back in its position. So he will only roll 2 dice on the ranged attack. I need he's got 1 shield, so I need two hits. And I got 2, so that's enough to knock him out. And that burned a skill. That burned his last skill shot. And now it's still the purge turn. So these purge will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. He already fired at this civilian. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he cannot shoot because he had to double move. So he sees the captain. Is that it for the purge? That is it for the purge. Now the civilians. So that civilian died. Let's do this one right here, which is a 5. What was that? 5 is a move towards nearest unengaged traitor and swap. Well, he has the weapon, and I don't want to swap, so too bad. If they reach, may swap. Okay, so let's do this guy, which is a live one, so he does nothing. He's just sort of sleeping in there. All right, that is it for the civilians. It is my turn. I put a peg in. Draw an event card. Swarm. You've noticed them here and there. Small insects clustered in pipes and conduits, probably attracted by residual energy. They were no bother at first, but now they seem to consider you a threat, and they attack. Although non-lethal, they are a nuisance and have poisonous bite. All non-purge characters lose 1 action this round and cannot make effortless unless they have a skill stat of 3 or higher, which I do on the captain. These characters only lose the ability to make effortless. Okay, so I still get 2 actions for the captain, but the other guys get slowed down. Quell will get slowed down. All non-purge lose 1 action this round. All right, so he can only do 1 action. That's not cool. All right, captain is booking it. I'm not going to deal with... Do I shoot at it? Did I shoot at him? I've got a weapon that's 2 for short range. Or do I move in hand to hand? Oh, he has no more skills, so he can't do anything. All right, he's booking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's on the ship. He's safe. That leaves poor Quell to deal with that guy. Quell can only do 1 action. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not opening the door because that will force him to move and not fire, which I don't want him firing. Although this guy can now see Quell. Ugh. All right, so my guys have moved. Now it's the purge time. He will move 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move in and engage Quell. The rules, I believe, say that a purge can fire into combat. I think that's true. I'm not going to spend the time to go look it up, but I'll say that and I'll look it up later. Especially if he dies, that may make a difference. Although technically he's closer to the civilian who is in cover. Let me think about that for a second. All right, this purge is going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's on the other side of this door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I didn't roll. Didn't roll for the purge. So let's see. How many harvesters? None. How many devastators? 2. I only have 1 left. So let's see where he shows. He shows at number 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'll add a harvester because of the rank system. He also shows up at number 3. All right, so these guys are going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I got a lot of Devastators coming up. Unfortunately, my guys cannot come back out of the ship to help, so Quell may be in some trouble here. All right, so let's deal. This guy is going to fire. I'm gonna do a random. 1 to 3, he'll fire at Quell. 4 to 6, he'll fire at the civilian. That is a 3, so he is going to fire at Quell. Quell is in partial cover because of this intervening, so I will take that. That's -1 star. So that takes 1 away, so Quell takes 1 hit. Let me use one of Quell's actions. I'm going to use a skill to restore one of Quell's health. I may need it. So he's going to fire again, and I lose 1 on the 1 hit on the cover. So that takes away this hit. This does nothing, so nothing there. All right, that is it for the purge. Let's do the civilians. He's within 4 inches, so he would run. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy right here is going to, where's my white die? He's a live one, so he doesn't do anything. Man, that is all live ones for him. He is like sleeping. Now it's my turn. Add a pin. And I did fire. Somebody fired. Who fired? Captain, did somebody fire? Has nobody fired a shot? I don't think so. I've got all my ammo pegs. I'll put a slot in, draw an event card. I'm still on watch your back. The nearest harvester or devastator to a trader loses its connection to the hive mind. Remove it from play. Oh, that would be this one. So it just shuts down. That is what I needed. All right. My turn. Quell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's behind. He's got cover. He couldn't get away, but I will do it. And he has 1 skill point left, which is, I can only use it after being targeted by a ranged attack, which is about to happen, I think. Or do I save it and give him that health point again if he needs it? I may end up needing that. All right, so that's all I can do. Let's roll for purge. Hopefully 1 does not show up here. Harvesters. Oh, darn it. Hold on. Harvesters, how many? 2. First one shows up at position 5, which is down here. Second one shows up at position 2, which is right here. All right. Devastators, how many show up? None. I needed that. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he would come after these guys. The way I play it is the purge can detect where a lot of life is. So there's 2 here, so he would have curved this way instead of going this way. This one can only move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this guy can fire on poor Quell. He rolls 3 dice. This is going to be a ranged attack, so Quell will get a reaction if he wants it. 2 hits, but cover takes away 1, so I will do that. And then, do I want to fire the reaction shot? No. I'm going to use his final skill to add that health back. And then I'm going to roll, and hopefully I don't roll 4 hits. I rolled 1, so he loses another health, but that's okay. Now, it doesn't really matter unless there's some major event here. It's civilians are going to run, which means he gets an attack, and he's got 2 close, so all he needs is 1 hit. He did get it. This civilian will run, opportunity attack. Also, both civilians get killed from this single guy. Now I draw an event card. Actually, so add a peg. So watch your step. Event card. Finders Keepers. You find a piece of equipment that may be useful to your crew just lying in sight. The player with the turn counter must choose a character and roll the chance die. All right, we'll roll the chance die. It is a 1. Draw a random large equipment token. I'm not even gonna worry about it because I'm not gonna swap out anything at this point. So it's my turn. Quell would book it, and everybody is safe in the ship, and that is the end of the game. Woo! That was close. I mean, that was getting pretty ugly for Quell there. And my guys got away with some good loot that they will either keep or they will sell. So, and what's interesting is the Galactic Core never even came into the game. I was still 2 phases away from them. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know if I'm ever going to encounter the Galactic Core while I'm playing in solo mode because, well, I guess it depends on the scenario, but this was a get in and get out. Some scenarios are more involved, so it's very possible I will be in here for these later hostility tracks. All right, well, that is it for today. That was fun. I will do the follow-up post-game rolls and post that all in the video description for you so you can see how the ship is doing, how my credits are looking, how the repairs are going, things like that. All of that will be in the video description. That's all I have for you today. I'll take some close-up photos so you can see. All the terrain here is from Battle Systems, who is the publisher of Core Space, but you can also buy this terrain in box sets from Battle Systems. Let me show you one just as an example. This one's the Galactic Core set, 334 pieces. You can make this. It also comes with a neoprene mat. These are usually, they're not cheap. They're anywhere from $90 to $110, $120, but an unbelievable amount of really cool terrain that you get with them. This is not a sponsored promotion. I just love the game and I love their terrain. All right, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back again probably in about a week with another Core Space game. In the meantime, everybody, take care.